Hi friends, you got Renee Rivera here at Mold Mending. So, I've got a two-part message coming up this weekend and next weekend. And once I was done recording that, during the editing and the uploading, I started questioning, does this relate to mold mending and those that have mold illness or not? And though it is sharing an experience of blindness, I got my affirmation actually while reading my Bible, and after seeing an update from a friend whose son is dealing with heart issues, I know this is a message that's supposed to be going out. So yesterday, what I read was, "Yet even now be free from your captivity. Sing out this message and shout it to the ends of the earth. The Lord has redeemed his servant." And that was an affirmation that there are people in captivity, captivity to fear, captivity to the unknown, which creates this anxiety on top of the fear. And then also just that captivity of emotions when it comes to being in a circumstance you don't know how to navigate. And I shared in this two-part message some grief, and also how God helped me through that by remembering a previous time when I was going blind. And I share in the two-part thing for this weekend, I talk about the going into full blindness and releasing control. And then the second message talks about going through surgeries, through the 15 surgeries that I had to endure. I actually had more than that, but I stopped counting at 15. But an experience that I had in that where that captivity was released. And for me, it was being engulfed in fear and overwhelmed from just the medical procedures that were going on. So, wondering if it related or not, and wondering if bringing God into the mix with mold mending was a good idea or not is what I question. But from my time with God and seeing online, people are going through some tough stuff and could definitely use some encouragement and see that there is still hope. And that's why I do mold mending messages, is to bring hope and to bring ideas on how to navigate through tough stuff. For me, it is primarily for mold and the mold that's in my body and how I navigate it now in my life, how I navigated out of a black mold situation, and rebuilding our lives completely over, with our belongings and with my health and being bedridden and no longer being there. But we can draw from past experiences as well. And so this message coming up, this two-part thing, is drawing from my blindness experience. And I believe that it can be an encouragement to many of you, and hopefully it is. And I would love to hear back from you. What has been helpful that I have shared, and if there is anything that you don't know of in my life that maybe I haven't shared yet that you would like me to bring to the table and share with the world, because it was something that was helpful, or it could help someone else or helpful to you, let me know that too. So I guess if you are someone that is questioning, do I share a story with a friend? Do I share this piece of my experience with a friend? Check in with God, but also check in to see, is this something that is going to be helpful for them? And if you staying quiet, is that gonna help them? Or if you speaking up, is that going to be even more beneficial? So I'm choosing to sing it, to shout it, to share it, and to share my story of breaking out of captivity, letting God redeem me, letting God come in and make good some really sour situations. And I'm hoping that he can do the same for you, and hoping that my messages that I share with you can also do that. Take you out of that heaviness and make it a little lighter. So remember, we can be well even while ill, and know that I'm rooting for you. Take care.